I run the Miller ferry boat there and have done so for the last 36 years here at Middle Bass. Probably the biggest thing I like about the run is I get to know a lot of people. I've known them for many years. Did you used to blow the horn when you were a kid?
Islands, including Middle Bass, weren't significantly settled, or people didn't start coming to them in large numbers until the 1850s, and many of those settlers were Germans who saw this as a perfect place for wine growing. The 1850s until, I guess, the 1980s, Middle Bass Island was a large, successful producer of a variety of wines, several of which won some major prizes at wine festivals.
Yeah, my grandfather had about 17 acres of grapes here, and he grew grapes, sold them to Lon's Winery, and my uncle did the same, and my uncle was, or great uncle was the chief engineer for Lon's. So most of my relatives lived up here and were involved in the grape. Of course, the grape industry was all there was for quite a while, besides the fishing industry.
So my goal is to sort of like give people an idea about what it's like to be on Middle Bass, the fun we have over here, some of the drama.
We worked on the Sunny S on weekends when Lon's Winery was in its prime, and it was quite the wild place if you had the chance to visit it.
Who's this young man?
It's my son Max.
And Max is a 7th generation Islander, and you're a 6th generation Islander.
That's correct.
I'm a 7th generation Islander, and I'm actually the 4th Charles Schneider in my family.
Fantastic. And who's the lovely lady to the right?
This is my mother, Carolyn.
Carrie Schneider. I've lived here 55 years. I married the 3rd Charles Schneider 55 years ago.
Yeah, I went to 1st through 8th grade here at Middle Bass in a one-room schoolhouse, kind of like Little House on the Prairie, where you had all the kids just in one room and one teacher for the whole school.
Started out teaching school, ended up with a construction company.
Wow. Now you taught for 7 years over on North Bass?
Yes, I did.
That must have been an adventure in and of itself, flying back and forth.
Flying, traveling on the ice, any way to get there.
There's always something to do. It's never boring. There's a giant island you can bike around and jump off cliffs and catch snakes. You name it, there's something to do.
Welcome to the anatomy of an island vehicle. This is a 1992 Jimmy. This car has been up here for a while. And like a good archaeological dig, it's full of a lot of things that just kind of never moved.
I was going to tell you a little bit about the junk I find on the beaches of Lake Erie. To most, it looks like trash. To me, it's a treasure. We go treasure hunting on the beaches, and this is what we find. I've been collecting beach glass on Middle Bass Island for the last 40 years.
What you're looking at is very shortly will be our 25th anniversary of the Middle Bass Island Yacht Club, which was started here by a group of island cottage owners and islanders for the purpose of having a place to tie up our boats.
People ask, what do I like about Middle Bass? Everything that it's not. There's no congestion, there's no traffic lights. Heck, we've only got 1 or 2 stop signs on the island. You don't hear car horns honking, the big bustle of the city. That's what I love about Middle Bass Island.
The serenity, the quietness.
Friendsgiving, which is at the end of the season, we're about to close up. We have about 10 friends come up and we celebrate Thanksgiving in October.
Family coined this interesting term called Middle Bass Pretty. I'm an example of that right now. When you come to Middle Bass Island, you don't worry about how beautiful you are. You put aside makeup and beautiful clothing and fancy shoes. This is as pretty as I'm gonna get today.
People are friendly and it's sort of family oriented. I like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the people we kind of camped and voted with, some of them were here and some of them still here.
Whether it's rain or shine, you can always have fun on the island. Go find beach glass if it's stormy or if it's sunny and 80. You always get to have time with family and friends. It's just a great place to be.
And I always said that if you are looking for something, you probably won't find it on Middle Bass. If you're looking for theater, if you're looking for shopping malls, you're not going to find that here. But you will find peace and contentment.
And what I like best about Middle Bass are the people. A lot of interesting people, and it's such a community and such a neighborhood. You have neighbors you can always depend on, and the people here, extremely high integrity.
You wouldn't hesitate if you had a problem to go and ask any one of them for help or anything.
We're very lucky people. I mean, seriously, we're very lucky.